Yeah, that's good. That's a good reason to make a short film. I wrote and directed a short film because I had a crush on a girl who I wanted to talk to more, so I made an entire film just to get her to spend time with me. Oh, this makes me sound creepy as hell. I should probably explain. When I was 17, there was a girl I really liked in my history class. And I was kind of a bad boy in history. In history, I was the bad boy, right? Not in the way that I was like, you know, went smoking and shit. I was like the soft boy bad boy. I would like show up late and would always be like held after class because I wasn't listening and shit. Which is funny because I was like, I was really good at history. But in my history class, there was this girl who sat next to me. And I sort of madly fell in love with her, like from afar, before I sat next to her. Because there's seating plans in the UK. I don't know if you have it in the US, but we have seating plans where you have to sit in like an allocated chair. And I was like sat other end of the room on my own because I was too fucking disruptive. They sat me on my own away from everyone so I wouldn't disrupt them, right? And there was this girl across the class and like my chair pointed perfectly in her direction. So I had basically this excuse to just, while I was doing my work, just kind of glance up and just sort of just, I thought she was so gorgeous, man. I was madly in love with her from like across the fucking room. I never said a word to her. I never fucking made her uncomfortable or spoke to her. I wouldn't have had the confidence anyway, don't worry. But like, it wasn't like a creepy thing. It was just, I just decided she was I wanted her. I want that one. I want her to be my girlfriend, please. You know, like I just sort of chose her. And over a bit of time, they wanted us to they readjusted this seating like pattern that everyone was sat in, and I was late to class again, and I showed up 20 minutes late and walked in, at which point my teacher was like, right, Will, you're late. You've missed the seating plan. We've changed up the seating plan. You've missed it. You've got to come to the front and get the seating plan to see where you're sat next to next. And I was like, oh fuck, okay, well at least I'm not sat on my own anymore. I walk up and I look on the fucking sheet and I run my finger along and I'm sat right next to her on like this table of like 3 of us, right? It was me, her, and someone else. And I am sat next to her and I go and sit next to her, and every opportunity I have, I'm fucking starting conversation. I'm just like, while the teacher's talking, I'm just like, so what are you into? Just like, I am desperately trying to find some kind of conversation point. I get told off and told to shut the fuck up by the teacher so many times. And I'm just trying to start this conversation with her. And in case you're wondering, by the way, this is a girl I sing about a lot in my album, in my Your City Gave Me Asthma. She's the subject of a few of the songs. And I sort of become quite infatuated with this girl. And she tells me she's really into acting. That's something I can tell. And what she keeps telling me, I want to say as well, one time, I remember very clearly, I used to sort of to be like quite flirty. I used to like draw pictures in her book while she wasn't looking, like her workbook. I used to like doodle in the corner like little pictures of stuff. I'm good at drawing dogs and rabbits and nothing else, so I would just draw dogs and rabbits in the corner of her book. And one time when I was revising, studying through my history book, I saw a heart in the corner of my book. Mans was like, what? I was like, holy shit! I was like, holy shit, was that her? I don't know to this day if it was her. But anyway, I was freaking out. But anyway, she after class one day, I went to her and I said, hi, so, I don't know if you know, I'm a bit of a filmmaker. I was like, I'm making a short film. It's a romance film. I'm looking for an actress to be in it. It's gonna go into this contest for for the BBC. It was like a BBC short film contest. I was wondering if you wanna be in my short film. And she said, yeah, okay. She was like really chill about it, like, yeah, okay. And I was like, oh, cool. She was like, yeah, send me the script tonight. And I was like, yep. And I ran home because I had not written a script. So I ran home, and in the span of about 7 hours, I stayed up all night and I wrote a script for a short film. And And I wrote the entire thing from scratch. And I came into school the next day. Oh, Ella, thank you for the 10. I came into school the next day and I gave her the script. I handed it to her and I was like, this is the script for my film. I'm a big fan. I spent so long on this, and she was like, oh, cool. And she looked through it. She was like, right, okay. So there's 2 characters. She was like, so what? Do you know who's the other guy in it? And I was like, oh fuck. And so I went to all my friends. I was like, can one of you pretend to be an actor, please? Can one of you be in my film? And I went out to the recording session. I brought fucking Jack from Soot House along. And and he did the sound. He was like the boom operator. There's pictures of us. And me and Jack was just brilliant. Jack was always there for me and doing stuff like that. He was wonderful. And we did this entire film. And I remember towards the end of the film, I was basically decided, right, we're getting to the point where I need to ask her if she wants to have a drink or something, So I say to her, I'm like, hey, by the way, after this, do you want to go out and get something to eat, in town? And she goes, yeah, I'd love to. And I'm like, yes. She goes, yeah, I'd love to. I'll text my boyfriend and ask. Chat, this is what my brain said. My brain went like that. And I went, okay, sure. I went, yep, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I was so sad. I was so miserable that I didn't check. And I remember because we had 3 more days of shooting. And I remember so clearly the days afterwards, she would be I'd see her on her phone and I'd catch a glimpse of the screen and it would just be fucking tons of hearts and little kisses at the end of she does spam the heart emoji after every text with him. And I was like, oh, it hurts. My chest hurts. I was sad little. It's Jared. It was not Jared. Don't worry, chat. It had a happy ending. Chat. And then a sad ending. Yeah, no, I ended up dating her for 2 years, so everything was not lost. But yeah, that's what most of my songs on Your City Gave Me Asthma are about, that girl. But yeah, so you're writing a short film because you're creative and cool. I wrote it so that I could get close to a girl I had a crush on in my history class. It was also, I would also like to add, it was for my college as well. I ended up submitting that work from a college assignment. So it wasn't all lost. It wasn't all when she told me she had a boyfriend, it wasn't the end of the world, We need to see the film. I only have a trailer left of it. And I'm not going to show you the trailer because it feels a bit I don't want to show you the faces of the people involved, chat? It's a privacy, not privacy, but it's I don't think they'd appreciate it, It's not anywhere publicly either, so you wouldn't be able to watch it. Yeah, so that's Wilbur's cute story of the day.